More than a that, more than a that.
Welcome to More Than Dad Podcast. I'm your host, Lou Mobe. I'm joined by the coolest guy on earth, Dre Moore.
What's good, y'all?
Oh, man, we got a friend of the show in the building. Somebody came back.
Yo, we back in here.
Kirk Holloway, what's up, baby?
What's goody, man? What's good with y'all boys, man? Y'all all right?
Yeah, we good. How you feeling?
I'm good.
We want to shout out Pittsburgh,
Oh,
man.
yeah, it's hometown.
Represent. Even though I'm in Philly, we around the way. I was wearing my
Y'all be
stuff
having beef with us, yo?
I don't. I ain't got no beef with no Philly. Y'all actually y'all far away, bro. Y'all really kind of far away. We got enough beef in Pittsburgh to not worry about people in Philly.
All right, when y'all was in IUP together. So I need to know, is it Pittsburgh and Philly beef up IUP?
No. It was much love when I was there. You think so?
Yes, I think.
I mean, you know what's crazy? Most of my friends were from Philly. For me,
You might have just been.
Because you was on the football team.
that's why. Okay.
Right, so like in
I feel you.
regular student life, there
Yeah, I ain't
was
see
much
Turmoil.
Pittsburgh versus Philly beef.
Really?
And like, so I was just gonna talk about it. So like everybody would complain like the Philly guys like jump people and like very like scared or jump.
Yeah.
But
Y'all
the
wear
Pittsburgh-
weird stuff. Y'all girls wear duck boots.
All right, relax.
That was wild.
Relax.
That was wild. The duck boot era, fam. That was wild era.
I don't even know. We talking about the polo boots.
No, not the polo boots. When girls from Philly, when we was IUP, had them rubber boots.
Please don't offend our Philly.
I'm just saying, bro. That
He
was
talking
wild.
about the Ugg ones, the hard Ugg ones with the fur at the.
No, I'm talking about rubber boots. They had like designs on them. Those, man, if you was around that era, you know what I'm talking about. There was a weird rubber boot era from the girls from Philly.
Please
running
stop-
around IUP.
Stop offending.
And y'all boys had real sharp. Had real sharp cuts, boy. I had the little swoops.
All little points.
Yeah, we ain't had that in Pittsburgh. We ain't do that. We ain't do that.
Well, I never could grow facial hair, so I always had like points. And stuff, so
We still thought y'all. We did. We thought y'all boys was different.
back to the Pittsburgh fight and the fights with Pittsburgh, bro. So I remember all the Philly boys like that I was cool with that didn't play football. They were like, yeah, man, when Pittsburgh boys get their hands on you, they scoop you and slam you, and that's how they fight. So like in Philly, we were like boxing and slap boxing. We come from like this. So, what I mean, boxing is like a thing in Philly, right? Like we grew up slap boxing in the middle of the street. But these boys would fight these Pittsburgh boys, they was physical with them.
We
Like,
used to say take them to the 12.
you know what I'm saying? So
That's
like,
it.
Crazy.
Take them to the 12.
but like, I to be honest with you, bro, I think I got it from Philly going to dollar parties, but like this paranoia of being like in these dark places and like we were all interested in the girls, but like stuff always jumped off at parties, and it just held true when I went to IUP. Like these fights would break out. Like I remember the big skating ring fights and like it was just like chaotic, bro. Like and like the beef. Like I remember when Mike Wells got his face split open. They say like he got hit with a Grey Goose bottle or something.
yeah,
And they said it didn't break. They like this bottle just kept getting passed around, and it was hitting multiple people with it.
passing around the goose bottle, like, hey, hit him with this.
Yeah,
Goose
bro.
bottle
Like,
wasn't
so it was
breaking.
like, bro, to be in an educational environment, and like that's what's happening socially. Like it still kept you in much so of a. Like if you
Like
say
you
I'm
felt
come
like
from
you
the
was in
hood,
the
like it kept you in that.
In the element.
We just
Yeah.
we just had to go to this class with book bags the next day and do labs. It was like, but in nightlife, that was nightlife. You know? Like,
if you wanted to do the labs, especially on the football team, we there for one reason: play football.
we don't ever talk about the fact that like you went to West Virginia, bro. Like you
Yeah.
played D1 with Rich Rodriguez and Steve Slater and Pat White. Like,
we was fired. That was a very interesting year. We were really good, but much different than playing for IUP. Like just obviously the environment and everything, but just the schedule of life was just much different, bro. Like we were on a very strict wake up at 5 at the stadium at 5:30, work out from 5:30 to 7, class 7, 8 to 2, back to the stadium, film, eat, practice until 6 or 7.
Like robots.
Study hall, So we're busy from 5 a.m. all the way until 8. You know, on a typical Monday through Friday, you know, so it was very, very different. The IEP, we was doing whatever we wanted, fam. We go to practice. I was showing up late. I was trying to run coach over. You know, I was wilding. You know what I mean? Like, we did whatever. You know, that was not a thing at West V, not at all. And they were very strict on like school classes. We had graduate assistants following everybody around the class, making sure everybody show up.
It was like a real program.
It was a real program, bro. If you didn't go to class, it was over for you.
Talk about like being from Pittsburgh and like you come from an urban environment, but like West Virginia, like what is the town of like Morgantown like? And
you know, it ain't a bunch of us out there. You know, it's very Caucasian, you know, and we weren't used to that. I was coming from like a neighborhood that was very predominantly black. All my friends were black. I had a couple white friends. I didn't have too many. Then going to a school where the whole team is black, but the whole student population is white. So we were just kind of standing out like a sore thumb, like kind of like these big dudes walking around, but they was partying heavy. That was my first time ever like really partying. Like, well, white folks. Like, I never, because our parties be wild, violent, hit people with bottles, and we just talk about goose bottles. That never went down. I didn't know what bear pong was, fam, until I went to West Virginia. I was like, y'all picking this ping pong off the floor, drink a beer, what are y'all doing? Never did that, bro. Jaeger bombs. I never heard these things, like natty ice. It was just very...
Keg stands.
Never.
Flip cup.
I never knew what a keg was, fam, until I got to West V. I never seen it before. I was like, y'all boys is taking funnels, and what is going on out here? But it was a very eye-opening to the culture, you know. I tried to, you know... get along with everybody. It was cool. It was much different, bro. It was much different. The IUP was like I was back in the hood. That was good. It was all the homies.
Talk about like competition wise. You mentioned Pat Wyatt and Steve Slayton, and like I think when I met you, y'all had like you were just off like the Gator Bowl. I think you showed me like your ring, and you had got like gifts for playing in the Gator Bowl. Like just speak of like just the playing experience of playing high Division I. Football.
It's a different level, bro. I'm not saying that people that was playing with us couldn't have played there, because a lot of times I feel like it's just opportunities that you're in. Like you could be, there's like no doubt in my mind that Quasi could have been starting for like West Virginia. Facts. You know what I mean? There's people that we played with, Dre. Them boys could have started for them. It's just really the opportunities that you was in. I got there because of opportunity. Like the coach was recruiting my best friend, so he seen me, was like, can we get y'all a package deal so you could come? You know what I'm saying? So just opportunity. So, but the workout regimen, you know, come on, man. Remember our gym? Let's be for real. You know what I'm saying? Like our workout facility compared to that, we was working out all day. We had protein shakes on demand. Like there was like creatine, everything. We had world star trainers. Mike Barwas was there. You know, little white dude that just cocky, like, you don't know what you're gonna do, work out every day. That's how he talked, like this crazy deep voice. And I was in the best shape of my life there, bro. Best shape of my life. Then when I transitioned over, it was just like we was just there chilling, man. We was partying, we was wild. We was just playing football as like a side thing. But there, it was the main thing. It was the only thing. Half the people, you know, everybody there was thinking about going to the league. I don't think everybody where we was at was thinking about the league. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in West V was like, we going to the league.
It was almost like an extension of high school, but we was just a really good program.
That's all it was. That's all it was.
We were a high winning, reputable Division II program.
Yeah.
We talked about it recently, man. Like, I appreciate everybody I met in college and met from playing football, but I do kind of see it as like a huge waste of time because we spend so much of our adult life figuring out life, and I feel like we allocate 4 to 5 years of just basically extending our extracurricular activity. And like, I wanted to know if you felt the same way about that. Like, once you hit this point of like, I'm not league tier. Now, what am I really
doing here?
Like, what am I doing here? Do I have full scholarship? Like, what am I fulfilling?
Yeah.
Because this is going to send me back to the Stone Ages when it comes to like transitioning. That's why everybody hit the ground. Other students that don't play sports tend to hit the ground a little bit ground running a little bit better than people who are transitioning from competing in sports, because that becomes your biggest focus. Like I might have been more focused on beating Kyle U than graduating on time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I do agree. Like, you know, if you ain't going to the league, it's early. You know, so now it's like I'm just playing this game for the love of the game. Like, what do we do? Like, what am I doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I still going to practice and doing all this? And just because I love y'all, I love my teammates, and I'm on scholarship, so I need this dough. You know what I'm saying? It's paying for our books and our apartments, and so, do I see it as a total waste of time? No, I don't, because, bruh, without football, I would have never met you. I wouldn't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we built up such good relationships with each other that those were more important than anything we did on the field. You know what I'm saying? We've been at college forever now, and we still boys.
Right.
You feel me? Like, without that, I wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here. Who knows if you'd be doing a pod, you know what I'm saying? So those little things like that matter. So I don't think it's a waste of time. I think it's a waste of time if you just on a team, just on a, not no friends, not talking to nobody, all by yourself, you just there on the bench, chilling, doing nothing. Yeah, you wasting your time. You probably should go get in the student population and meet some folks. But, we use that as networking.
Yeah, I say that to Lou all the time, because when we talk about networking, I be like, my pool of people is so small. Like, I just gravitate towards the people that, like, I grew up with, versus, like, Lou pool of people going to college. It's like, you got all these different people from different, like, we in a group chat right now, and you was in the group chat, but you from Pittsburgh, you live in Texas, then moved. Quaz is from Ohio, lives in Miami.
Yeah.
Javon is there, he lives in Atlanta. C's is from I don't know people from other places that's not here. Like, that's not here in the city. Like, I didn't have that experience of going to college and meeting. Like, somebody could just go to IUP but be from, like, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A foreign exchange student that lived with me. Remember the little Chinese dude lived with me, man?
Wow. The Chinese
he lived with
dude.
me for a semester. A whole foreign exchange student. He ain't know no English. He ain't know nothing. He used to come in like, hey, I need a roommate. They just moved him in. It's like, hey, just look out for him. Don't speak no English. I was just trying to communicate with dude. Like, hey, stay over there, cuz, and I'm gonna be over here, you know what I'm saying? Like, we interacted here and there.
Bro, hold up, bro.
Say, the problem is that, like, he talked in that same voice then. Like, when I would come and not, like, who boy? He's like, yo, he just bored to stay over there. Like, he talking the same way he talking now.
Hold up, bro.
It was wild.
Hold up. So you went to Kirk's room one day.
And
then Kirk
Chinese dude in there.
Chinese dude in there.
Big dude, too. He wasn't like a little dude.
So you go to Kirk's room,
Yeah.
and there's some random Chinese guy you never seen in his room.
Yes. Sitting in the living room.
Is that the year that Javon was supposed to live with you or something like that?
He may have moved in the semester after.
Yeah.
And this was Reem left, because me and Kareem was roommates. And,
Oh, I miss Reem.
and me too. That's my dog. I love Reem.
Shout out to Reem, yo.
Shout out to Reem, man. Shout out to Reem. He's still out there cutting that hair out there in Pittsburgh, man. Go get your lineup.
Hold on, bro. Cousin speak no English.
No.
None. Very few. He was a foreign exchange. He was there to learn English and stuff like that. So I was helping him learn some English while we just communicating. But I talk with so much slang and just I'm from the hood, fam. Like, I'm not the good teacher with
right,
English,
yeah.
So he's like, you're talking too fast. I'm just like, bro, I can't help you.
Right.
So, but he was a foreign exchange, so he lived with me for a minute. I would come back to the crib. He would have 6 other Chinese people in the room. Bro, I didn't even know that many Chinese people on the campus.
So they just congregated to each other.
He was in there cooking kimchi. You know what kimchi is? Aged cabbage, stink. I'm just like, what's that smell? What y'all doing up in here? I thought somebody was up in there. Wilding in my living room, fam.
He thought he had his whole family in there.
I walked in there. There was 6 of them in there in a circle eating kimchi, just
On the floor.
speaking Chinese. I'm just like, I come in what up?
Come on, bro. You wasn't bowing to nobody, bro. Stop it.
That's where I went. What's good? What's good? He's like, oh, that's my roommate. I'm like, what's poppin'? Yo, and I would go back in my room, me and
Yo.
Sheena, we would go in there and we start doing what we
college is
do.
wild, yo.
You know, but those are the experiences that you learn in college.
Yo, that's crazy.
I never thought I had a Chinese roommate, bro. You
that
know,
don't speak English.
Yeah, so it's so come back to the football thing. It's important. It ain't a waste of time. College is very important. Like when it comes to networking and growing up as a person. Like my sister is, she's going through that right now. She didn't go to school. She didn't go to college. She went to a junior college and like community college. She didn't go to a main college. And she feels like it's hurting her, like development-wise, because she don't know nobody but her ratchet friends from back home. She don't, have any network, no contacts. She can't really figure things out without, coming to me and asking me for help and advice. She felt like, she feels like if she would have went to a big university, it would have helped, her with her friends and just getting on her own. She's been living with my parents this whole time, and she's 22 now, 22, 23, and she just like, trying to figure some things out, you know what I mean? She felt like college would have been definitely helpful, and she tried to do the military thing. She went to the military. She ended up getting discharged for injury to her foot. Right when she about to graduate. They kicked her out, bro. It's cutthroat. It was cutthroat during COVID too. And she just got kicked out and just hit me up like, yo, they gave me the boot. I just went and picked her up. Like, skirt. I don't know if she got discharged properly, keep it 100. Like, I just picked her up from the door and was like, get in the car. We out.
Right.
I just felt bad for her.
Go figure it out.
So she's still going through that. She's still definitely trying to figure that out. But use college for a mentor. Not mentorship for networking and mentorship, but use it, use it right. Use it for networking.
Yeah, I say it all the time. Like, if you in school to be a doctor or something, right? Like, be mindful of the other doctors in the in the classroom with you, because like when you go to the doctors out here, like I go to a foot doctor, it's Dr. Jones and Dr. other dude named start with an S. It's like they collaborate. Like he do ankle and feet, and other dude do knee and hip.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? And now y'all go into business together. Now y'all have an office that handle people from the waist down for orthopedic surgeries.
Right.
So but it's the same. But I say the same thing if you was in trade school. Like if I did like something in like plumbing and you did electrician and he did carpentry,
we could come together, right?
We could come together and rehab homes. Just off the three of us, we probably could cover 70% of a crib.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you could use networking in so many different ways, bro. I think about it like this. A lot of my resources was at IUP, and then I came home and I had to like start all the way over because I didn't have no connections in this area where I actually lived. So like I think that's a part of it too. Like if you go away to school and then your network is there, then you might want to live there post college, because if you go back to the crib, all that connections that you got 5, 6, 10 hours away, it's irrelevant. You know what I mean? Nobody can help you from cities away. You went to school on one coast, live on another coast. Like, you really stretching yourself thin. Yeah. Unless you plan to. I think that should all be a part of, like,
the college process.
What field am I going in? What's the best schools to go into that field? What are the best cities for that type of employment? Because it's not just as simple as, oh, this is a bad degree and it's worthless. It's only worthless if you got a sport management degree and you don't live in a city with professional sports. Yeah, your degree is worthless, bro.
Yeah.
Right. I live in Philly. This is a huge metro. We got every sports team here. We got mad Division I colleges. Like, I was gonna get a sport job. They wasn't gonna let me say no. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you could do that for any field. You know what I mean? Like, PA is a huge teacher education state. Like, if you want to be a teacher, it's teachers everywhere, schools everywhere, all types of schools. You're going to find you a job teaching if you got a teaching cert. So, but we skipped our fast five. You mind we jump back in there?
Yeah, go ahead. It's your show, big dog.
You do it, Dre.
Oh, yeah, we got a fast five, so we going to do sign, feature, shelf. So you're going with producers, though, not rappers. So you got to sign one, feature one, shelf one.
It's like start, bench, cut.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you.
Pharrell, Timberland, Swiss Beats.
I'm signing Swiss. What was it? Sign what?
Sign, feature, and shelf.
Feature. I'm featuring. I'm signing Tim. Signing Swiss. Featuring Tim and cutting Pharrell. Yeah, I'm signing Swiss. Featuring Tim and cutting Pharrell. Pharrell ain't my type of music, fam. I'm not all with that. I'm happy. Get on out of here with all that.
Dr. Dre, P. Diddy, Jermaine Dupri.
Ooh, I'm signing Diddy. And
take that.
Yeah. Puff got the air, bro. He got the air. then Dre, then
Getting rid of JD?
JD could go ahead.
You gotta get rid of JD?
I'll get rid of. You know
I'm
what?
probably getting rid of-
No. You know what? I'll get rid of Dre. I'll get rid of Dr. Dre. I ain't getting rid of Puff.
Right.
Puff's air for that New York bop is just too. That's too. And that's in our culture, fam. And JD, you know what? I like his air for R&B. I'm a big R&B head. So I mean, I can't. He made Confessions. Like I can't. If he could make Confessions, he could keep. Come on, man. I can't get rid of JD. I can't.
True
They're
that.
supposed to be doing like some battle, right? Did he?
I haven't seen the
Versus.
verses in like 2 years, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, they
They
ran off
talked
with the
about-
money. The channel did with the money and then pay Tim. Didn't pay him. So it was a big whole article about that. They never got their money from that channel.
Oh yeah, that's
you know,
wild.
so they said no more verses, but they're supposed to be bringing it back with Puff and Jermaine.
JD. True.
Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna go.
Kanye just blazed Irv Gotti.
Oh man, Kanye just Irv. He could go.
You get rid of Irv?
He could go. Man, that murder ain't.
Irv?
Yes, Irv could go.
You know he a 50 Cent fan, so you know he don't probably like.
You right about
Right,
that.
yeah, you are.
Irv could go.
No
Irv could go.
way.
I like just.
What about X stuff that Irv produced? And whole stuff. Irv got production cuts on Reasonable Doubt.
And Just Do Too. And Just Do Too.
Getting rid of Irv?
Just. I
I'll let
like
you have
Irv.
it.
I like
Yeah,
Irv. I
I'll let
like
you
Irv.
have
I
it,
like
bro.
Irv. I like Irv.
Yeah,
Irv
yeah.
got an ear for R&B too. I like Irv. I mean, I like Irv for his other stuff too. I like his
Right.
TV shows. I like all that. But we're
Nah,
talking about
it's
just music.
Yeah, we just music. Just music.
Nah, man.
Just over Irv.
Give me
All right.
Just and
And,
I'm
and
definitely
Ye.
keeping
Yeah,
Ye.
of course you got to keep Ye. Metro Boomin, Sunny Digital, London on the track.
I don't know too many Sunny Digital tracks. I mean, I'm gonna take. What is it? Metro.
Yeah.
I'm taking Metro. Then I'll feature. I don't know too much. I'll
London?
feature London. Then Sunny.
and
I don't
then
know too many
Sunny
Sunny.
goes, oh.
Sunny. I got to look at the credits. Like, oh, you made that? Okay.
Hit Boy, Boy Wonder, Hitmaker.
I would go with Hit Boy. Then I would do. What was it? Who was the other one?
Hitmaker and Boy Wonder.
Yeah, Hitmaker and Boy Wonder. And I'll get Hitmaker out of here.
You gonna get Hitmaker out of here?
Yeah, Young Bird. He could go. Bird could sit on the sidelines. I like all his music, but it's real poppy. Like it got a real poppy sound to it.
When he
you know
got
what
the IUP, they said I look like Sean Kingston and Kirk looked like Young Bird.
I mean? Bro, I dressed up as Young Bird for Halloween. Bro, that was wild.
I was sure Kingston and Young Bird.
I put a fake grill in and everything.
You had to fit it on.
I was Young Bird. I got pictures still with that. That's wild.
Yeah.
Bro, how's that life, man?
And that life is good, man. You know, I can't complain. You know, it's good. Ups and downs. The kids is wilding. You know what I mean? Like, my daughters are coming of age. You know, especially my I got twins. My oldest, the bigger one. Yeah.
One of your twins is bigger? They don't look like that in pictures.
Yo, the one's bigger.
Bro,
One's
he said
bigger.
that to me, dude.
My one twin, my oldest one, she's 2 minutes older. She's 6 inches taller than my other twin.
No, she's not, bro.
Swear? Bro, she's 6 inches taller, 25
I see
pounds
pictures of
heavier.
these girls all the time, bro. They
Bro.
25 pounds heavier?
Yeah. Like one's like this, one's like that. One's skinny and one's thick. One's brown and one's light skinned. Yo, they're night and day. But
is crazy.
the oldest one, she's, you know, I mean, she's growing up so fast. It's hard to, you know, they're girls, fam. You know, she getting little boobs, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm just like, she get out the shower. She's still an 8-year-old, so she goofy. She get out the shower, running around the hall naked. I'm like, yo,
Right.
you gotta chill.
put
You know
the
what I'm saying?
towel
Put a
on.
towel on. It ain't funny. You know what I mean? It's not funny to you be out here like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got boobs and stuff now. You know what I mean?
Yo, Kurt is...
So it's different than my other daughter, Skinny Minnie. She ain't flat, nothing, like little scrawny, but she the bully. You know, she the bully's the big one. You know, all the time, and I always gotta check her like, yo, stop picking on your sister.
Right.
Because my oldest daughter, Courtney, she's a lover. She love her. She's so emotional. She just like, you know, I love you so much, Dad. You're the best. You know, and my other daughter's like, yeah, you know, I love you too. But, you know what I'm saying, can you go cut me this mango? Like, she's like that. So she picks on her sister a lot. And she always got scratches on her. I'm always like, yo, if you put your hands on your sister again, It's me and you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do. I'm not big into physical discipline, so it's just like, how am I get across to these girls? Because
one day she gonna call you a bluff, yo.
They will. I mean, my presence brings them. My presence is enough for them to be like.
Do you know how it is? Like so many times you be like, yo, and then you don't do nothing.
I say it all the time. I be like, yo, I'm gonna slap the hell up out you, and they just be like, okay, but they keep doing it. They keep trying me. They keep trying me. It's, you know, and little man's doing this little man thing. He chilling. You know, he ain't biting kids no more, so I'm happy about that. You know, he could get kicked out of 2 daycares from biting kids. Yeah,
Ash got kicked out of a daycare one time in like maybe like a half hour, if that, 20 minutes. he was already kicked out of one daycare. Me and his mom took him to a new daycare. We take him to the daycare, drop him off. Cool, had his long talk with the teachers, all this stuff, because Ash real bad. Had his long talk with the teachers. Cool, we thought he had everything smooth. We leave. Like 20 minutes later, they was like, yo, y'all gotta come back and get him. He tried to headbutt a teacher. He cannot stay here. Bruh. It was like 20 minutes.
And they don't got no tolerance. You know what's wild? For me, they was talking to us like they going, you know, we'll give him enough. We'll try. I'm like, y'all are like his second parents. You feel me?
Right.
Like, y'all supposed to handle this. Like, you don't call me. I just can't leave work, and you got to come pick him up. That he bit somebody 3 times today. But what is your staff doing? How did he? If he bites a kid once, keep eyes on him. Don't call me while I'm at work. Like, you got to come pick up your son because he bit somebody in the back. I'm like, what? Like, 3 times in one day? What y'all doing? It made me feel like y'all wasn't watching my kid.
Kirk not even trying to check his son. He trying to figure.
I'm checking them.
He's trying to figure out.
Bro, he's 2.
He said it happened once. Why did it happen 2 and 3 times?
I'm like, he's 2 years old. I could see if my son was like 8 or 9, like wilding out, punching kids. I'm like, yo, you tripping? Right. But he's 8. I mean, he's like 2. He was 2 years old at the time, and he was getting bit a lot. So I'm picking him up, you know, from daycare, and he's getting bit. We had an incident. Here's a paper. Fill it out. I'm like, this guy was bit on the arm. I see little teeth marks. I'm like, damn, what's happening a lot. So he learned that behavior from daycare. Like, you know, since his communication's not the best right now, he gonna lash out. You take my toy, I'm biting your ass, you know? So, you know, he was biting a lot, fam. He got kicked out of daycare. Then I got in an argument with the staff, and I was wilding because they didn't give me a real notice either. They were just like, he got to go. I'm like, I work tomorrow. Who's going to watch my kid? What you mean he got to go? Y'all better give me like a 30-day notice or something. Like, 30 days. I got to find another daycare, bro. Like, what you talking about? You know, no, Mr. Holloway, he has to go. I'm like, he's coming tomorrow. Facts, he'll be here in the morning. So, yeah, right. Because they took my money, so you coming. I paid for this month. He's coming this month, period. You know what
so
I mean?
he went back?
Oh, yeah, I took him back. No, he ain't in there no more.
Yo, can you imagine trying to kick a kid out and the pop like, no, he coming back. I'm bringing him back. Like, I don't care.
Unless you give me my money today. Give me my money back that I paid for the month today. Then I'd be like, all right, cool, I'll eat it. I'll just call my job and be, hey, I'm going to be out a couple days. I got to find another daycare. But if you took my bread and be like, we'll get it back to you at the end of the month, he's going to stay this whole month. And y'all going to figure it out.
Oh, yeah, they wasn't trying to get that cheese back.
No. I was hot, man. I was hot. I was just like, you know, we just had a conversation a couple of days ago, a week or so prior about like, you know, we're going to really work with him and make sure that
they was fried in a week. A week later,
it was like, yo, he bit 3 times. He got to go. They called me. They called my wife. My wife working in the hospital. She can't leave. She in a ICC. People shot up in San Antonio on the bed. She can't, like, we won't give a CPR to somebody. I can't come and, like, pick up my son.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm giving people life support. I'm, you know, doing my intel job. I got way more freedom. I can move and just leave out. But they're calling me while I'm in meetings. I got important meetings. I got to talk to this general. I got to talk to these people. I just can't dip.
People don't be talking about this. This that real parent talk.
I can't just leave. Just like, and they're on the phone with me yelling at me like, yeah, well, you have to be here in 10 minutes. I'm like, no, I'm not going to be here in 10 minutes. Yeah, man, I've been meetings. I can't just leave, bro. I can't leave. They like, when they call, you got 10 minutes. They want you to come pick them up within the hour. I'm just like, I got a meeting in 20 minutes. It's going to last an hour. I'm be there when I get there. They're like, Mr. Holloway, you have to come get him. I'm just like,
they scared of him.
I'll be there when I get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just bang on them, like, whatever. I show up 2-3 hours later. They so hot, like, you should have been here an hour ago. I'm like, you should have been watching my son. Flat out. Should have been watching my son. Like, he shouldn't be able to bite people 5 times. You know, like, period. He was wilding. He never bit us, though. He never
bit us.
Yo, he never bit me. Bro. He never bit my wife. He never bit his sisters.
Weak, bro.
He never bit anybody. So they were telling me he was a biter. I was shocked. I was like, I ain't never seen my son bite. Y'all lying to me. So one day I took him to daycare, sat his ass down, and I left the room. There was big windows. So I just watched him for like 10 minutes. Like, I got to see this because y'all telling me my son's like a vampire up in here. I watched him. Sure enough. Hit the kid in the back. I was like, oh! I'm in the room like, you got me. You got me. My son's a biter. My bad. I didn't believe y'all. I didn't believe you at all. He was sitting there, and the kid took something from him and crawled away. Bit him right in the back. I tried to stop it, but I was outside. I was in the door like, stop! Somebody get up! You know? And they was over there messing. There was like 15 kids with two teachers, so it was like they was understaffed anyway.
They was out of ratio.
Yeah, they 2 over there, 1 over there. I'm just like, oh no, he's about to get him. He got him. So
young boy come back crying.
Fangs
in his back.
He ain't been in daycare since, bro. He been at the crib with grandma, fam. Like, getting cool, but he hasn't been biting. He's been in school for 1.5 years now.
Ain't nobody there to bite. That's why.
No, he's back in school. He's
in school.
He's in school now.
Right.
Like he said, he's special needs, so he goes to school to get his speech ready. So he goes to pre-K. It's pre-K. Get him ready for pre-K, so he's ready for kindergarten. So when he gets to be 5 or 6, he's in kindergarten. He could interact with kids properly. So he's been in this like training school. You know, he only goes half day from like 9 to 12:30. And they just, work with him, get his speech right, and make sure, hey, Scott's don't be biting people. It ain't good to bite, like, say thank you. He's getting much better. His communication is getting much, much better, since he's been in school.
All right, bro. Where we at?
Listen, man. I wanted to ask you this before we get out of here, Kurt, man. Like, I seen, like, all these videos. I know you see them on social media, too, where, like kids is getting snatched, and they parents be, like, 4 feet from them.
Oh yeah.
And I seen the one that tripped me out, like snatching kids and this human trafficking thing is a whole topic in itself.
Yeah.
But I think the one that kind of pushed me over the ledge like this week was people were waiting for like a train or like a subway, and she's standing there. She got a kid in a stroller and she got a kid next to her, and somebody got up off the bench and pushed her 3-year-old on the train tracks.
Bruh.
Bro, like, I just wanted to get y'all opinion, like, how would y'all handle that situation, like, and like, are our kids really safe, man? Like, that's not like you not watching your kids. We waiting for the subway.
Yeah, nah, man, you gotta keep your eyes.
Bro, yeah, like, so like the kid was like next to the person,
next to her. They were both next to the person,
and the person just pushed the kid on the track.
Like, intentional, not a bump by accident.
Just
she was sitting down on the bench.
Situation.
It's a mental situation,
right?
Yeah, she's probably crazy. But yeah, your kids ain't safe nowhere. You got to keep them locked and loaded, like on you at all times. Remember back in the day when people used to have their kids on a leash and be like, yo, you wild. You got your kid walking around like they a puppy. But no, hell no. Since I got kids now, I'm like, that might be a good idea. Bring your little ass over here. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little yank. Because your kids will go off and go in these places. I'm not all for like RFIDing your kids and putting chips in them so you could track them. It makes sense. Parents are now putting chips in their shoes and putting chips in their book bags.
Tags and all that.
So if they ever get snatched or something like that, wearing them leashes, no RFID chips in them, but it ain't safe out here, bro. They snatching. I was in San Antonio. San Antonio is one of the main hubs for human trafficking. So we always get alerts about human trafficking. They will find vans and find trucks of people that was kidnapped in. There was one subordinate that I had, grown girl. She's 19, 20. She's jogging in her neighborhood, nice neighborhood in San Antonio. Somebody pulled up on her, cut her off in a black car, tried to hop out and snatch her and pull her in the car. This was a grown woman. Luckily, she was able to get out of there. But they were snatching people in H-E-B parking lots, Walmart parking lots, like it was nothing in San Antonio. You had to keep your head on the swivel because them cartels, they will get you. We right by the border. You will never see them again ever. So we were on it in Texas. I'm not sure how, more suburban, you kind of lackadaisical and ain't thinking about it. But we lived in Texas where it was like cartel central. So people getting snatched left and right was like normal. Human trafficking was like one of the main problems in San Antonio.
All right, guys, we want to thank y'all for tuning in the Morning of Dad,
We
man.
appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all
Yeah.
for tuning in. Continue to share our pod.
Glad to be back, bro.
Yes, glad to have you back.
Until next time.
We out.
Yeah.
Join the More Than a Dad family by following us on Instagram, subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to join our Facebook group for daily questions, motivation, dad jokes, and new dad tips. If you enjoy our podcast, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Be sure to like, comment, and share our content with other parents. Last but not least, make sure you check out our new merch. The link is in the bio of our Instagram as well as the description of this YouTube video. We are truly grateful, and thanks for supporting More Than a Dad.
More than a dad. More than a dad.